Read from the book of the Apocalypse. I still prefer that term rather than Revelation. The book of Revelation seems very calm. It seems very benign, as it were. And I suppose the way the lectionary has broken up our reading this year from the book of the Apocalypse, it's a little bit sanitized as well. So we heard mention today of the 7 plagues. And the 7 plagues are quite awful plagues. They're things that no one will want inflicted upon them. Lots of pain, lots of agony, lots of desperation, lots of punishment, lots of blood, I guess, lots of torture. Music to my heart. But then I'm not that kind of a person. I'm a priest, after all, the priest of God who loves us, who desires us for himself, and who has given us all things. So why do we have a book of the Apocalypse? Why do we have this great scene of torture and torment? Why is it that when we think of the Apocalypse, we're trying to think, let's run, let's hide, let's find a rock, let's crawl under it, and maybe it will pass us by. And to be honest, if that's our attitude, that's kind of disappointing. Because it means we don't know what the book of the Apocalypse is. It means we haven't read it, we haven't understood what it's about. At its heart, the book of Apocalypse, or the Revelations of St. John, is a book of hope. It's a book of hope. Despite all the pains, despite all the destruction, despite the beast with the 666 inscribed on it, despite the angels of death, despite the 7 seals in the book of the Lamb, despite the 7 plagues, despite the big winepress of God's wrath that has been poured out over all the world, it is still a book of hope. Why? Because at the end of it all, for those who persevere in their faith, for those who live out their lives as they ought, for those who are obedient to the commands of God, and let's refresh ourselves, what are the commands of Jesus Christ in the Gospels? There are 2. The first and greatest commandment is, if you think love, you might be halfway there. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. Yes. The second one. What's the second one? The second one is similar to it. Oh, choir.
You should love your neighbor as yourself.
Love your neighbor as yourself. Okay. If that's all you can remember of your faith, then you will do well if you're trying to apply that to your lives. And when Christ comes in his glory, it's not going to be something that will terrify you, but will be something rather that, as we'll hear on Sunday, will allow us to run forward towards Christ in his glory with the deeds of righteousness in our hands. That's what we're about. And the book of the Apocalypse tells us that that does not necessarily mean that we live an easy life. What it says is that we will have to endure and put up with the troubles of the world. When we read our way through the plagues, when we read our way through all the tribulations and turmoil that happens, it is repeated over and over and over again, and yet they would not change, yet they would not convert, yet they would not turn back to the Lord their God. We find that all the way through the Old Testament as well. That the prophets, one after the other, sent one after the other, who preached and preached and preached that the people ought to change their hearts, that they ought to change their attitudes, that they ought to amend their lives so that they could live according to the covenant God had made with them. Refused over and over again, which forced them into a position of being literally, well not literally, metaphorically, being spanked by God in punishment. A forceful discipline. So when we as Christians, we proclaim ourselves to be Christians, not just Christians, but also to be Catholics. We are people that espouse by our faith that we are people of love. And when we are reading our way through the book of the Apocalypse, and we are reading our way through the farewell discourses of the Gospels, and in St. Luke, that's what we're reading right now. The point is, endure. Continue doing what you are supposed to be doing. It is presumed in the Gospels that we are living our faith. It is presumed in the Gospels that we are living lives of love and sacrifice, giving of ourselves to one another, giving ourselves for the betterment of one another, sacrificing ourselves so that the world may be a better place. same way that Christ sacrificed himself, so that we may have access to the eternal glory of the kingdom of heaven. So that is really at the very heart of our faith. It is useless for us to come here on Wednesdays, it is useless for us to come to Mass on Sundays if we do not translate what we do here at Mass out in the world outside. Live and love. Life is terrible without love. We have to do our absolute best to live lives of love, so that we can help one another, so that we ourselves may be loved in the same way that God loves us, and that we may have that intimacy that we should have with one another, that we have that closeness with one another that is so necessary to allow us to build up the kingdom of heaven here on earth. That is our obligation. That is our calling. That is our vocation. And when we are discerning, as many of you ought to be right now, discerning what is it God has in store for me, for my life, there are the four major highways of priesthood, of marriage, of religious life, and of a single life dedicated to the service of the church. But that only comes if we are already living that basic vocation, that basic call to holiness, that we are called to live. And even though the language of the scriptures these days is of great apocalypse and great turmoil, and even though we may look around at the world around us and we think, oh wow, this does look like very much what the book of the Apocalypse spoke of, or this looks very like what St. Luke is talking about in the gospel today, what is the message we are to observe? Stick with the plan of living your life according to the principles of love. Live out our faith, and that we act on our faith, that we are obedient to those commandments. We're not to be distracted by, oh look, the Messiah is over here. No, we're not to be distracted by, oh look, there he is over there. Here's the kingdom of heaven. It's right here and right now in our hearts and in our souls, in our church. And we're to live out the faith that we are given.